11. So this is now isometric drawings on page 313. So in this page they say they give us the front view of a the front view and the top view of a model. So just remember, if it's third angle, this will be the top and this will be my front view. Okay, and then you can also just make sure that if you look at your top view, this is point A, which they also give you on the page. So remember that your front view will be on this side, so it's on the right of the point A. So it means that here's A, this will be the front view if I'm starting to draw. Okay, and this will be then my left view, so this will be the left. Okay, so if I'm looking at the top view, we also see that we will have to go and draw an auxiliary view for a hexagon. So this is my sesuk, so I have to know that I have to go and draw auxiliary for that as well. But I'm going to start by, okay, and just make sure that you know that the scale is 2 to 1, so you have to go multiply it by 2 every dimension. Okay, so I'm going to start with what they give me, and that is 60, and I have to multiply it by 2, and this is to the right of A. So I'm going to start here, just draw a construction line, measure 120 now on it. Okay, so 120, and you can actually go and draw that line dark, it's fine. And then also, if we look here, so I've just drawn this line, so I started with that one. So 4 and 4 upwards, so that will be 8 in total, but remember again, it's scale 1 to 2, 2 to 1, so it will be 8 and 8 millimeters. So it will be 16 millimeters, which you would have to go and draw up. So I'm gonna draw just a construction line there. Okay. Also, you can start by, okay, I'm gonna do that part later. Okay, so I've just drawn this part of the front view. Okay, so now I can see on my top view that I've also drawn this part. I can go 20 millimeters backwards, so it means that that should also be 40. So I'm going to measure 40 millimeters to this left side, which is going back. So just measure 40, just make a mark. Okay, so that will be that, and that is where that part will start. So I'm just going to draw a construction line from there as well. Okay, and then I'm just going to draw a line from here as well. Okay, so that is that part. So I've drawn that part. Okay, so we can see that this will be a hole if you look over there, and this will be a hole at the top of that part. Okay, but firstly I'm gonna start by measuring from here, which is the spot. I'm gonna measure 16 upwards. Up, and then I'm gonna measure 80. So because it's that 40 multiplied by 2. Okay, so 80 to the side, and then I'm also just gonna get the center. So I'm gonna measure 40, make a mark for the center, and 80. Okay, so that is where my center will be. So from here I'm just going to draw a center line to the back, and I'm just going to draw a construction line over there and a construction line over there like that, and I'm just going to extend this one. Okay, so now I have this line and this line. Okay, so that will be over there, so I have that. Okay, and then I can also go and draw that skew line because I know where this line stops and where it ends. So I'm going to draw that line over there. I'm also just construction because we can see there will be a hole there as well. There will be a hole. So I'm just drawing it skew. And we can see that this part is also 20, so it will be 40. So I'm just going to draw that line back and to the back. Measure 40 to the back. And over here as well. Okay, and then I can go and draw the construction to know where that part will stop. So now I can go and draw in the holes and the rest of the drawing. Okay, so that is the basic part of the drawing. Okay, so I can see that, so I've just drawn this part as well now. And here in the front view, we see this part and we see that part. Okay, which is that. Okay, so I have to go and draw auxiliary view for my hexagon, and then there's a circle gonna be over here. Okay, and then I'm gonna start by doing this as well. So there should be a hole over there. Okay, so first, which I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start by measuring from here. Remember, it's 8 and 16 if we multiply it by 2. So from this corner, which is this corner, measure 8 millimeters to the left and 16 to also to the left. So I'm going to measure 8, just make a mark, and then 16 again. Okay, so now I can go and draw a construction line to that line, which is this one, and a construction line from here to there as well. But there's two ways to do it. You can either just take your triangle, place it on that line, and then just place a ruler underneath it and just go and draw this line like that. Or the other way you could have done it was to just, like you measured 8 millimeters there, just go and measure 8 millimeters there as well, make a mark, and 16 as well there, and then you can just connect the two lines. Okay, so that will be fine as well. Now they say that from here it's 4, so it's 8 millimeters to the side, 8 millimeters, 8 millimeters, and 8 millimeters, and 8 millimeters. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure, and that is just measured horizontally. Okay, so I'm going to measure on my horizontal line 8 millimeters, again 8 millimeters, again 8, and again 8. Okay, because that part is 8, 8, 8, 8, and again 8. Okay, so but I'm not going to do that now. Okay, so that's the only part that I want. Okay, then I'm going to draw lines straight up. So I'm going to draw a line straight up from here where it touches that skew line, straight up from there as well, from there and from there. Okay, just draw lines like that. Okay, you can also then, because that is where that lines will go. Okay, so again, you can either go and measure that part and measure it on that line and measure it on that line, or you can just go and take your 30 degrees and draw a construction line from here. I know that this will be this part, so this is the first one. So I'm going to draw a construction line from here, and from there, construction line from there, and a construction line from there. Okay. Okay, so that will be the size of the wall. So I'm going to darken that part. Draw that part. Okay, like that. And then it should be straight. Not straight, but on 30 degrees. Like that. And this line also should be darkened. So where that part of the hole starts. Okay, so I'm just gonna erase a little bit so that you can see it clearly. Okay. The same on this side. Just draw your construction lines. Okay, and from there also it is 8 millimeters and 16 millimeters. So again, I'm just going to measure on this horizontal line 8 millimeters and then 16 millimeters. So there, and then I'm going to draw that part. So that is the hole also will be able to see. And now I'm just gonna go and darken that part. So here in the front view we can also see that two lines, so that will be these two. Like that. And this will be an opening. Okay, and we can also just look by going to see how deep is that hole, and we can see that it will be also 4 millimeters, which will be 8 millimeters. So I'm going to measure 8 millimeters from this corner to know that is how deep it will go, and then I'm just going to draw a line like that, a construction line like that, to know that this will be another corner, and over there